Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where I am mostly feeling better. I would say I'm like 90%. Honestly, if I could just get rid of this damn cough. It's really lingering. So we're back and it's time for a new week of Thing, and let's do Thing, shall we? I hate this. Fakir over here reducing my dust output. If we allied with green, I mean, obviously we just attack it. I don't love our odds, but it does only have 38 defense. And this one doesn't have free counter, so... honestly, it doesn't even do that much damage. I'm at peace with green? No, I'm not. I'm at Cold War with green. We could just go take that. It's only gonna deal damage to 1 unit per turn. It's probably going to deal damage and a half, but 120 isn't often enough to kill. Although I guess, given where it's positioned, there's no way I engage it without the city garrison showing up as backup, so... well, you know what? Let's take a second here. We finally know all the players. We can finally get like an actually complete diplomatic picture. Let's do that, shall we? So green right now... okay, friendly with red and pink, only at war with blue. Red is also at war with blue, as I imagine a lot of people are. Making a lot of friends for a forgotten player, but you know, you can still spy on them and stuff. This is probably fine. I don't know exactly what their strategy is here. The Draken and the Auriga have an alliance. You know, that's an alliance I would love to be in on. We could be great friends. We don't really know what the deal is with pink, so pink is friendly with red and green, at war with blue, which you would imagine would fare pretty poorly for pink, right? Because blue is massive and terrifying and also on pink's landmass, aren't they? Yeah. Interesting. What are their relative military strengths? Not terribly different, actually. Huh. Well, this potentially bodes very well for us in terms of ability to use privateers to burn down that one city that needs burning down. Because blue is probably very busy. Their troops are probably, like, are being drawn in a lot of directions. So if we could just burn Dasraj down. Oops, I have the wrong thing on here. We're getting Signal Corps. Then we're gonna pick this up, and then we're gonna try. And in the meantime, just keep expanding the trade network, keep making more money, both because we're trying to head toward that money victory, and also because we're gonna need a lot of money to hire all the troops needed for the thing. You need to settle Tinen, just so that we have a trade network running the whole width of the empire. Even though Tinen kind of sucks. Would it make more sense to do like Strahd and Redalta? Another upside to that is that it makes it more awkward for pink to expand. It does require me to place an extra city though. And if I'm gonna put down 2 cities, I would way rather it be like Tinen and Merowan. Right, Merowan being a 3-village region and having more Titan bones in it. Yeah, I think taking Tinen, which is just kind of a garbage territory, is the price of doing business up here for the what do you call it? The Dustwater, which we do care about a huge amount. Okay, so with that, I guess the plan is continuance. And I don't have the technology to propose the alliance, right? I would love to be part of that alliance, but they have to come to me. Well, I guess we'll find out. I would love to be invited in. You know, we're all friends here. We have all these mutual bonds. And I'm not probably a victory threat. Like I'm obviously not a victory threat. I do not appear to be a victory threat, which probably bodes very well for us, honestly. Not in terms of winning the game, but but in terms of people being friendly with us. Alright. The researcher, Namkang. Get immunity to winter. That might not have been worth taking right now. I maybe should have just sought other things. What a surprise. Green has the districts. Okay, that's a lot of decisions. So do we know where we're settling in Tinan? I don't think I had made this decision. The whole thing's kind of awful, right? So we have some ice sculptures. Obviously we have some geysers, which is pretty whatever. I reckon it's probably just like in the trees over here, right? Let's just like drop the city there. That doesn't leave me much ability to expand from one. No, it makes way more sense for it to be here, and then we can expand it west and pick up the meteor fields. Okay, so you can do that next turn. The village in this region is not pacified, right? Yeah, that's the pacified appearance. So we're gonna have to sort that. I have units in the area though. We can maybe actually do that. Let's go see what's up. So we have proper roads running all over the place here. Gosh, we still just need so much stuff. I mean, first of all, glass steel extractor, right? It's got to be glass steel extractor first. We are so desperate for glass steel all of the damn time. Then I don't know if I do want to buy any of this stuff out necessarily. You know what would be fun is a cargo dock. That would be cool. And this will make the city a little bit more productive. Yeah, go ahead and do that. How foodful are we? Oh, okay. We actually really need that food focus. Okay, it looked like a lot of decisions, but actually what it was is that I had just bought out a lot of stuff in a single city. So part of the value of this rapid expansion project, which I was not really thinking about when we did it, is that we are picking up a ton of glass steel extractors. And that actually super rules. That's really, really good news. Was not the plan, but overjoyed to see it occur. Alright, we got burrows and stuff. We're accumulating power everywhere. We're doing our best in indirect ways. And it does look like Green is streaming troops in here. If Green burns Dasraj for me, that's totally fine. And I do not feel like these researches are a waste, even if that is how things go down, because, like, we need self-defense technology, right? This stuff does matter. How are we doing on expansion disapproval? Like, I noticed our overall approval level is around 70%. And not so good, obviously. Things could be a lot better. Oh, that's true. I did do the thing. We have earned ourselves a cool crossbow. I don't see how that could possibly be beneficial to me. Definitely bring up extra resources. I think we're going to do the same thing here. Some Senate Wana is almost poisoned out. He's getting there. I forgot that we had just pacified this, and so there are still hostile neutrals running around. That is probably why this army was over here in the first place. But now I'm going to solve this problem before we worry about it. Oh, it's just a cult village. I mean, we still need to burn it, but that's not such a big deal. 2, 4, and 19. Well, you know, the village, it's got a certain way about it. All right, so let's do this. Let's definitely buy that out and just connect up the whole thing right away. Obviously, seed storage is important, but it's not critical at the moment. I'm actually going to buy out a granary. And then, like, that's probably pretty relevant. We actually don't have the 2 glass steel necessary to make a central market. Alright, start working on science buildings. From there, we'll come back. So we're starting to get our Hyperium extractors and stuff built. We have good resource incomes now. And this is probably the number of cities we're going to try to sit on for a moment here. So let's talk about the cost of the Empire plan that I would want to pursue. Like 32 or 62 is probably the neighborhood of where we want to be. We have 13 turns left. 32 is like 100% on the table. If we continue to employ our current devotion to influence, 3200 influence is doable with a little bit to spare. There's no way we get to 6200, right? Not at current output. And if we're trying to build to the point where that kind of thing is really possible, basically the way we have to do that is by building districts, right? So I guess let's do it. This is constructed very awkwardly. Why did I build this like this? I don't know. Well, we'll deal with it. Probably turn those back off. Over here, we definitely want to be building for level ups. Although I think it's pretty clear that I was stretching for the spiral rock peel, and that makes a lot of sense to me as a strategy. We'll get that, and then we'll start filling. And gosh, we're going to need so much dust. Alright, so this one levels up the cargo dock. That's pretty big. As well as getting us 3 new sea exploitation tiles to go along with our upgraded cargo dock. You... Well, I mean, it's simple enough to reach out and get anomalies. But do we want to maybe pull people off of hard industry focus for the moment then? Because we'll build out, we will very quickly get to the point where we don't have enough population to support any more districts, right? So let's try to work on that population instead. I mean, I like all this stuff. This is all good. Rate of dust orchid income is 3.5 at the moment, as long as the Forgotten allow us to run that Skyfin. It now takes 65 of a resource for us to fire the booster, which is a real bummer. And also this is a real bummer. Is there like a luxury I can buy my way into? It costs, or it requires so much for us to fire. Grass silk would be good. It would be good to like buy up some grass silk and then fire it as soon as the summer begins. All right, so T9 will cause us to redraw our roads, which will cause us to redraw all of our trade routes. There goes my governor, which we will solve presently. You get over here. Should definitely put that village on the immediate construction thing here. There's a titanium extractor that could go down. All kinds of stuff's happening. It's getting very aggressive out there in terms of things occurring. Alright, so you're going where you're going. Let's make sure that we have enough dust for this. I don't remember what city you were governing. And the fact is, I'm not 100% sure that it matters. Is probably like Tralny, right? But the fact is, we don't really have any cities where we're going to benefit from the river bonuses. Yeah, I go be the governor of Tralny for the moment, I guess. Seiko is leveling up, which is always wonderful news. One of my favorite sentences in all of Endless Legend. We'll come back to this. Yep. Trelawney's roundup is completed. The spy has fled. This I do not care about. This I care about. And then over here, the neutrals are being jerks. We'll resolve it. It'll get handled. Okay, we're up to 369 from trade routes. All internal still, it turns out. Well, we're working on it. Also, 61% should be happy. Hard to know which one of these is misdisplaying. It is probably the case that our actual Empire approval value is like 60.7 or something. And so we're not technically at the 61% threshold. You know, again, rounding and truncating, it's all sort of messy in this game. This looks like a place where we're probably just going to build burrows for the moment. Which means it is a place where we can probably slide over to population focus. Let's get that stuff. Extra anomalies, always welcome. And then here in the capital, we've done a pretty great job of building... I mean, do I want to try to build out to the coast? Probably not, right? Let's build a burrow here with the intention of building an abbey there once we have enough pearls. Because an abbey on the earth spine is definitely high value. But this is going to break our shape a little bit, right? Having to go around this village. I mean, we're hitting the edge of the territory anyway. Then I have 330 dust remaining. Kind of want to save it for completing stuff next turn. Also, at this point, we have 4 ungoverned cities. And given that we have Roads of Dust and the Band of Merriment, even a governor who is providing no benefits at all, just like as a way for 2 accessories to apply to the city, has a very high value. So can't help but notice that this city is no longer burning down. Although I guess we have less information than we used to. So, okay, you're pretty negative on peace. This could just have been them taxing me. Do you have anything that I actually want? Oh, man. You sure do. Wow, they really value that highly. This is going to require us to rewire our plans a little bit in terms of influence, but also getting town criers before I'm technically supposed to have it is a pretty big deal, obviously. What is my current myth rate income? 2. So we wouldn't be able to build very many of these. It would take a while for us to get these built up. I think I'm comfortable with doing it. I don't know why you researched town criers before you had the ability to mine mithrite. Seems like a very strange maneuver to me. Difficult to understand. So is it still the case? No, it is not the case that glass steel is minimum demand. All right, well, we're working on that as well. We're up to 5 per turn. Oh, thank God. All right. The cessation of the dark season. Always a very big deal for us. Must you? Really? It's not enough to just be a problem. You got to be a problem specifically on the glass steel extractor. We need that very badly. What is wrong with you? Okay. Ooh, next winter minus 50% food on cities. The thing is, We're getting close enough to winter immunity on a large enough number of heroes that I wonder if it's okay for us to leave a winter effect that is particularly devastating in the queue and just let all of the other players be more affected by it than we are. We are not going to build the granary because I am trying to preserve glass steel for greater purposes. So let's instead do this. We have a glorious purpose indeed in mind for that resource. Even when you pull all of the citizens in the city off of industry, Weirasigo just cannot help but get things built very, very quickly. What a hero. So am I still entirely on internal trade? I'm really surprised by that. Given that we know Purple has docks now, and like look at the size of their empire and everything. I thought for sure trade routes using the dock at Namal to access these docks over here would get us there. Well, you know, the trade network still works in kind of mysterious ways, even for me, even after all this time. Let's manualize this. I'm gonna do sort of the boring thing and put our dervishes way in the back and have them hold position way in the back. No reason for real units to take damage. And we have all of these wonderful militia. One, two, three. Yeah, that works, right? Okay, that ought to put an end to that. And so now I think we gotta just report back over here. There are other green villages to clean up. I do need to close my borders to green. They closed borders on us some time ago. Man. Alright. More and more and more expensive. So, at this point, if we're talking about 3,200 total influence, we have to be earning in the neighborhood of 40 more influence per turn, probably, to feel safe on that. Tralney's building a museum, which will help a lot, obviously. Most of our other cities are not large enough for them to build a meaningful museum, though. Here we could. Maybe I just go ahead and rush that out. Maybe we just rush a couple of museums to try to keep up. Relia is going to end up with 4 total districts, right? That's yeah. So a museum here would be an extra 8 per turn. Is that the largest other city we have right now? Aduran is building toward 4 as well, with a population of 8. So, yeah, I guess it may as well be here. Alright, and then we can readjust some things as we go here. So let's see what the rates look like now. We're 202 per turn. That's going to get us another 2,000. That's going to get us at least close. We can sort of readjust the mixture as we get closer, but I think I'm comfortable with that for now. The spices can never end, obviously, critically important. Also, food. Let me make sure that I got all my seed storages up. I think I bought some of them out during the winter. Yeah, okay. So not like 100% ideal, but they're done is the important thing. Okay, so now we have a little bit of time and a little bit of money. Let's talk about getting one of these things up. So like in Intai, let's maybe focus up a little bit on these town criers. In Aderon. I mean, we're pretty pressed for pearls. I think trying to save enough to put an abbey here when we're already talking about an abbey for the capital and everything is pretty unrealistic. Let's just put a normal borough over top of it. What is this? They'll give me titanium for peace. You're not in trouble with anyone that I particularly fear. Yeah, okay. I love peace. I love the illusion of peace while I am hiring privateers. Speaking of which, we're almost there on that. And I know there's all these tiles where there's like one pearl just out of our way, but honestly, I don't think it's worth slowing down for all of those, probably. Alright, so for the moment, we're kind of out of the resources necessary to build anything in this city. Oh, you know what? Okay. We do have access to the national arena, and I should definitely build that in the capital. That will definitely keep us on target for our empire goals. Our empire plans. So, we're going to build kind of a weird shape here if we want to take advantage of this stuff. I guess this is one of those situations where we could pick the city up and just move it. Because, like, what if it was just in this tile instead, right? What is that going to do exactly? So we have a number of extractors down. I guess this is a good opportunity to experiment with this. Because the answer is, I don't know. I don't know what will happen to the extractors. Will they get automatically replaced when the city is replaced? Let's find out. Because I do think this city is just on the wrong tile at this point. Why did I build it here? I'm sure there was a good reason. Well, I put it next to the spiral rock peel for the approval. Over the other stuff, I'm sure. And you know, we're still riding pretty close on approval. But it'll be easier to extend the city down and grab the spiral rock peel. Well, no, not really. Because of the position of this village, it's actually kind of a nightmare. Yeah, I don't know that picking this city up and moving it actually does make very much sense. Alright, we're just gonna have to build a weird sort of like J-shaped city. And I think sacrificing the approval probably is wrong. And then here, I guess it's just like make military unit for the moment. And we're gonna pass the turn with some money up because we're gonna need to hire mercenaries. And mercenaries on the market are, they're a little expensive. Oh no. Dasraj turned purple. Technically, it's not a problem, because our mercenaries do not appear to be our troops, and they can attack people we're at peace with. But the fact that there is combat happening over the city means it's way more likely that there will be reinforcements in the area. Ooh, lack of luxury. Really? You still don't have Glory of Empire? That's interesting. For the Draken player, I would have imagined. Yeah. So that sucks. That's really, really, really bad for us, and we're not very good at turning it off. So, bummer. dude. Let's build the city westward right into these two, I guess. Got our privateering tech. I am inclined to pick up endless mechanisms next, I think. A little wash of free resources will be good for us. So yeah, over here. We gotta do something about all of these green villages that should be orange villages. I don't know who they think they are. So, let us begin to hire the mercenary force. Demand is very low. Nobody's hiring mercenaries. I like ended an awful lot. And you can see everything's going to come in at level 6 with, like, stats that are fine. The Ice Warg's pretty scary, actually. Give me that Ice Warg, though. I'm just going to buy them all on the capital. No, actually, hold on. What's the name of Namal? Is Namal the most reasonable place for them? Probably. Remember, they're going to look like they're not my troops. So they could very easily get attacked on the way to wherever they're going. So we want kind of a short route. I guess maybe putting the crew together in Tehran and then running across this neutral territory makes the most sense. Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. And then yeah, get me some ended for sure. Actually, that orc will be good. Ranged units, you know? Then the ended. And then we gotta wait till next turn to acquire more. But, so you see, we buy them directly into the garrison here. I guess they'll just hang out and give Weirasigo bonus XP for a moment. And then once we pop the army out, as long as it's composed entirely of mercenary units, there will be a button on it that says, make this army a privateer. And we'll just sail on over to that city and see if we can't burn it in safety. Turn 92 is the very first Guardian construction. That is a real shame there that we have run out of 2 boosters that we cannot refire because our total Empire approval status now is bad. Garbage, very low. But here we go. This is positive approval. That'll fix it. There is hydromiel. I don't know that I care. Not in the sense that I don't care, but in the sense that, you know, 1 hydromiel deposit is not going to get us enough for a boost, even unto the end of the game. So, all right, back to purchasing. Drider's a little, probably not with the Drider. Your stats are pretty all right. Let's get the other ended. I do love the ended. Sorry, Tehran. We get 1 more this turn. You can see as we're purchasing troops, the demand is rising, prices are rising. You're pretty tough. You're a pretty terrifying dude. Oh, hold on. Whew. I'm telling you, these coughing fits. Anyway. Yes, that's what, 6 units? Okay, cool. So next turn we buy the other 2, and it's time to head out. And also, speaking of time to head out, let's take these cultists' heads out. Really? Really? You reckon that's how this is gonna go? I mean, this thing has stats, don't get me wrong. Oh boy, my eyes are actually, like, still watering. Whatever this is, it needs to go away. We'll keep the dervishes well out of it. Sadly, there's no way to really keep to have the hero able to fire this turn and not able to get aggressed on. So we'll just kind of keep you around there. Yeah, y'all run forward, y'all hang out. Oh right, I forgot we have +1 range. Yeah, never mind. Our hero is perfectly able to do the violence. You need to also back off. Go back here and just wait. Just live your life. So they don't... Okay, they don't have Sweep Strike back, but they do have Initiative. Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah, circular attack is actually potentially going to be quite relevant here. Holy hell. This thing is, like, impossible to hit. Well, impossible to hurt, anyway. You know what my least favorite part of this outcome is? Green gets to see this and go, oh hey, my units are really, really powerful relative to orange. Very concerning indeed. And that right there is just a neutral troop, no, what do you call it? No equipment or anything. So very similar to the troops that we're purchasing now. Which gives me, you know, in a way, it gives me some hope. Oh, maybe we don't get to buy 2 new troops this turn. Yeah, man, I was really hoping that my throat had calmed down so that I could, like, you know, actually get back to recording, and I am... given the way it was behaving last night and the way it is behaving today, I am losing hope. Sure, you can come with us, and then we can go this turn if I take the Vine Snake. And honestly, the Vine Snake seems good. Let's just go ahead and do that. So pop you up. Alright, so we have to step out of the city. Do I have to be outside of my own territory, or is it just outside of the city? Alright. Sneaky, sneaky. So obviously everybody else sees this as a gray flag. Well, let's finish it. Wow, that's a lot of healing. Holy hell, Green's regen rate is bananas. What on earth? Yeah, I guess we can just shoot from up here. Now that I remember that we have bonus range, we can high ground these dudes a little bit. And hopefully it is obvious to everyone at this point that I am not just being a a hypersensitive coward. If our normal units got involved with this at all, they would obviously die. Level means a lot. Level-based stat differences are remarkably large. Okay, we're doing damage, you know? It's something. Alright, it only cost us 4 militia. No big deal. Let's go grab this one. So, the Delvers villages, they're considered to be pacified even without normal, Wait, so Adoran is 3 villages. Orm is also 2 villages. Okay, so no, once we have these 2 cleared and repacified, we'll be up to plus 25% dust. So actually, very powerful stuff. We just have to get it done. Wow, our building discounts, very impressive. Very impressive stuff. What does Adoran have in its garrison? Just extra dervishes, not really stuff that I want to use for fighting. Yeah, it's fine. So you're probably approximately... I guess it makes more sense to be here, because I'm sure we're going to take the road south from Orm after we do the fighting. You know, probably going to take a turn or two to get that done, but... we do not necessarily have safety moving out here. It's possible that the Green could have enough troops in the area to threaten the this army, but it's a pretty impressive force. It would not be trivial for them to do so. Okay, so really wish I still had vision of the conflict over here. Well, when we get endless mechanisms in a second here, maybe we can turn our eyes toward the Alliance technology and see if we can't maybe get there on that. Also, this turn, we can probably afford to buy enough glass steel to do town criers in our second most productive city. I mean, Intai really is a powerhouse. What is outputting the second most dust? Is it Namal, maybe? Actually, Adoran is doing... oh, well, Adoran has 15 bodies assigned to dust production. That makes sense. That being the case, Adoran will make a fine town crier location. So we need to buy 5 glass steel to make that work. Okay, and they're going to need a little bit of a push, because, you know, the city's not super productive. We can't really trust that. Ah, that's a shame. Bad moment for the Titan Bones to end. Okay, now that that's done... if we were going to build this anywhere, it would be here, right? Ipsawacha should probably take... well... he'll probably level up again before this all comes to an end. I'm going to grab another level of Inspirational Leader, actually. Before this all comes to an end. You know what I mean. Before winter. Before this all, by which I mean summer, comes to an end. Alright, so these next 2 boroughs are pretty high value, and then we'll get a National Museum going here as well, and oh my god, my empire is so unhappy. Alliance Tech, and then, yeah, next era, obviously, state-approved theater, extremely high priority. allowed to search ruins? Is that a thing like other players can tell that I'm doing? You are not allowed to search ruins. Okay. It would give away that it's a player-controlled army, right? I mean, technically, kind of, sort of, I guess. It would be really cool if we could get this in one. If we could just get a little bit lucky here. You know, her equipment's out of date, right? Serial Astra is definitely not using the best weapons she could be, so I could be doing more here. I don't want to. It's not the way I want to be using any of my resources, but I could be. All right, it's a start. Ooh. 0 for 120 is pretty brutal. Why am I rotating around them? I don't know. It doesn't actually help. It's just I have so much movement, it feels like I should move, I think, is really what it is. 0. Man. I wish I had one more point of movement, though, because I'm actually going to get... I'm going to get cracked upside the head here. I have enough range to kite them, but you also have to have the movement. Alright, well, I guess we're going to do it again next turn. I may as well come down here and search this ruin, though. It's 120 dust. Hooray! Alright, let's, at the very least, let's give Serial Astra a weapon. Yeah, we can go weapon upgrade. Sure. The Skull of the Caves, why not? The Breastplate of the Pure. How much better is this than... Okay, a lot. The answer to the question is a heck of a lot. And we don't really need the Mithrite and the Hyperium that badly. The thing slowing us down on Town Criers is Glass Steel more than Hyperium, right? And then also, boots, why not? And then also, while we're out here, and army health boost, and personal health boost. Okay. There's another great thing about mercenary armies is you don't really, if you're reliant on mercenary armies, you don't really have to keep up your troops' equipment levels, which can be very expensive, as we are seeing. So from here, money's mostly going into rushing out the Town Crier in Adoran. Then we need heroes. Oh, and it's about to be eclipse time. I think we are about to split up this army, actually. Let's win the fight and then do that. Prep for maximum ruin searching. We're about to have a valuable period here, provided that I manage it correctly. Oh, boy. I gotta tell you, that last coughing fit, I'm still feeling it. You healed fully. We did 0 lasting damage. Okay, well, let's try this again. I did not heal nearly as well as they did. Yeah, and unfortunately, I do just have to maintain maximum distance here, but my stats are better. Stupid units attack from. Sorry, it doesn't matter. It's not an arc attack. It's a circular attack. It doesn't actually matter where they attack from. Well, there's no penalty to attack from attacking from lower ground, So since he is on the highest available ground already, we may as well do this. Alright, come on, at least half damage. Yeah, we did it. Actually making a remarkable amount of experience. Alright, so detach leader. Let's see here. So one of you splits off and just waits like here. We'll grab the first search on this ruin now, and then when the eclipse starts, we'll grab the other one. And this one will go south. This one just goes east. Where are... Okay, so there's some stuff over there. Let's try to sweep through as many ruins as we reasonably can. Alright, 20 Palladians, not a bad start. Yep, I can't really do anything except continue on. And you are headed west to pick this up. I guess let's burn this, right? There's no reason to let green have this, and they won't be able to take it back trivially now that our borders are closed. So you do that. You're standing where you need to stand. In the capital, it is still the case that we do not have enough resources to do anything other than build units, and if we're going to build units, I probably should update my design, although honestly, pretty unimpressive units even so. But we'll go for all the dust versions of the things. You can take personal improved life, which is pretty good. I haven't bothered to take improved movement, and I think I still won't probably on the cavalry, because no matter what, the rumblers are going to be the problem, right? The rumblers are going to be the thing that slows us down. Or the dredges, or whatever. Do I want to retrofit these two? Probably not. It's probably not worth the money. Like the thing I'm really doing is saving for this. Then we'll talk about it. So let's go ahead and commit to the attack here. As soon as the turn actually starts, boy. Okay. We're gonna buy this out, and then from there, I guess it does make sense to do the retrofitting. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. What is this? I'm actually considering that. No, that won't... Well, it gets us a lot of the way there, though, right? 47. What, we need 65 to fire a booster? Oh, no, that's right. The event. Well, never mind that, then. Is this my... It sure... Yep, it sure is. Just green trying to ruin my day for no reason other than green likes to ruin my day. What a bunch of assholes. Hooray, look at all the little thumbs up. Really making me feel like I'm succeeding. Yeah, wow, there's a ton of temples out this way. Oh, can only search this one from this side. Nope, can only search it from that side even. So we got an empty and dust and dust. Okay. Acceptable, I suppose. All right, I did the normal search already. Even more dust. Oh wait, stop here. All right, we can burn that too. Okay, 10 mithrite, a little bit more interesting than just raw dust. I mean, there's no reason to grab the conflux, really. We got some normal ruins. Yeah, all right, let's pick this up on the way to that. This is a bit less of a pain to get to because of the way the city has expanded into the forest. And then I have to imagine the play with our mercenaries is just to run away from green. Although, honestly, not sure if run away from green is an available plan in the long term. So we have, right, the damn event. Man, how is that going? Are other people working on that? Because I can't really do very much about it. Where is that? Sorry, I got distracted looking at the Igor quest and being like, huh, should we finish this? But I don't think I actually care. Alright, you got some more population and as such, some more burrowing to do. And I guess it doesn't, at this point, really matter which direction we build in. We're going to find ourselves very space constrained either way. Alright, so we built up and we got the thing. And now I can start trying to turn this into a shape where we actually get some stuff to level up. We get some extra approval. But yeah, this very large empire is it's definitely tough to keep us on real bonuses here. And we're doing pretty well on dust, even with the penalties. If we just turn this around, and we have access to more approval buildings, right? When we get into the next era, there's potentially some of that. So let's have a quick look here, though. 17. Okay, so this army is bullshit, obviously cheating fast. They got some confluxes or something. Yeah. Funny how the AI always finds a swift conflux instantly. So there's pretty good odds that a retreat just kills us, because they're just going to chase us down. Then again, they have a lot of movement left right now, right? The AI is real squirrely about its units. It does not like to leave them with movement remaining, even if they're in the right spot. It's possible that running away here, it's possible that hitting retreat and then not ending the turn immediately will lead to them just wandering away. Not as much as I was hoping. Well, we can try to cut to the west of the mountains, but that's more likely to run us into green troops, I think. Yeah, alright. Oh. Well, we should kill that. I'm going to lose my massive, expensive army to cultist bullshit. So it's not very easy for us to get an army. Like, I thought about maybe setting them up in Marion and then sailing the whole way, but that's not actually going to be faster, and any boats at all would kill them. Yeah. It's grim. It's grim stuff. Alright, well, I do think that we have to stop this from occurring. And then we just try to get on the other side of the trees here and hope that green can't follow us. Hey, they have enough movement to do whatever they want, but, you know, hope that they fail to follow us. So yeah, I'm going to do that at the beginning of the turn, and I guess we'll just see here. So we definitely need this health regen conflux. It's very important. Okay, so that'll lock that area. We can't be attacked for the moment. We will come back and figure it out after we have done everything else for the turn. Definitely head toward winter immunity, because it looks like it's going to be really important. Same deal here. I know I don't even like Iron Constitution, but like, let's just make sure that we have Cold Operator available. Namal is looking very, very built up and powerful. This city has really turned into something. It does not have a very impressive dust output for all its distance, but oh, hey, okay, we have one trade route running out of the dock. So the dock is providing something. Did this get stolen from me? Something run through my territory and steal my temple search? It looks like. Whose stuff would that even have been? Because green's not allowed in my... I guess, you know, if green had a unit that was sneaky... But like, it's right next to the city. I don't know. Whatever. Or did I just do one search last turn and I've already forgotten about it? Because that does sound like me, doesn't it? I should probably be purchasing heroes at this point, right? We built ourselves a couple of very high value town criers. And we're feeling the effects of that already. But yeah, at this point it's probably heroes. So let's kill that. Grab these. Oh, right. Yep. The settler quest is laid over top of that. That's a shame. Alright, so dust and also 35 moonleaf. That's fun. That's 2 pearls, and I will not step out of my way to pick it up. Alright, even more dust. So we have some moonleaf extractors. That was enough to fire a booster, and I think we probably ought to. It's me. I'm contributing. Hooray! I guess another thing we could buy is resources to fire a booster. So the grass silk, it would take 58 grass silk, but it would probably bump our empire up from unhappy to normal, which is a 20% boost to science and dust. In addition to doubling our trade route income, it's going to end up being a lot of money. All right. I'm gonna buy us up there. It's not going to be cheap. Okay, so that cost us about 1,400 dust. But it's going to make us 1,000 dust a turn for 10 turns. So, all right. That feels like it was probably worth doing. All right, so we want to operate this as quickly as we can. Because my army needs to move south. Oh! They regen enough health to survive a retreat. Well, the good news is they've moved into a position where it's convenient for me to chase them. I do really appreciate that. Are we still waiting for our last turn to run out? Can it be the case that the AI had such complicated orders? Uh-oh. Somebody finished their faction quest. Somebody had a faction quest that was much easier than ours. This take a city or see a city destroyed thing is so far outside of what this faction is good at. Really very powerful stopping block. Okay, Cultist City is very well defended. No big surprises there. Here in Auriga, definitely get that museum going. That might be a buyout. This is still a refuse. I don't want access to your territory. I don't care even a little bit about that. So we get one more research here into the next era. What do we want? Kind of want to go back and pick up highway outposts. We're making a lot of money from trade, and it could be even more money. We could also go back and get dust alchemy. There are cities where the dust depositories would already be relevant, and our dust transmuter also would be pretty relevant. I think these are both pretty good. Yeah, it's probably one of those two, right? And I honestly have no idea which one I think is better. We'd have to build the caravanserai in every city. Let's do this. Let's get well, man, I'm honestly really torn. We are making good money off of trade. An additional trade route coming out of each city. Yeah, all right. And our research rate for the moment is fine. It is okay. Dust and, okay, 30 dust orchid. That's a little bit more exciting. That puts us right on the border of being able to fire that. Do we have another temple around here to compete for? I don't think we do. I think we're at the just searching normal ruins stage of this, which is a fine place to be. Yeah. So that being the case, let's just come back here and grab this. Oh, wow. Really late game lust for loot. Well, the good news is our hero is just about done over here. So, okay. Let's just swap you back onto this army. Get that little move speed boost. And go hunting. So this army of just these two could benefit from... Wow. Hi, Green. What's up? Deposit 15 spices here for quest. Well, you know what? Spices are the one thing that we're not really at risk of running out of, so sure. And then defeat lice armies to get exceptional armor. Okay, I'll do that. But this is a problem. Green has every military unit over here. So we need to leave quickly. And then plot a route that grabs this without being right in front of everyone. Okay, and then you can grab both searches out of this. We found ourselves titanium and a guardian headed for Intai. Yep, somebody else killed one of the lice armies. There was no way we were going to get them both. Yep. That's a real thing that we will absolutely deal with in just a moment. Okay, this time the settler will not survive the retreat. I'm out here doing public services. Okay, do not want to search this ruin because it'll eat one of my good flying units and give me a crappy flying unit. And we are at the amount of influence we need for the Empire plan with a couple of turns to spare. I'm a little concerned here. Yeah, they didn't bring in the other armies as reinforcements. So, okay. If one of those armies had still had an action point left, they could have run over here and finished the job, which would have been obviously a bummer. Let us vacate hostile territory. Oh, cool. Spy actions. Green is still annoying me. Their city is massive and has over 800 fortification. And they have somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 military units, just sort of like orbiting it. My suspicion is it is not going to be possible for us to get rid of this city. Sorry. Sorry, I had to mute for another coughing fit. Oh boy. Yeah, you should get in the water for safety's sake. All right, and I think we are here approaching the end of the episode. Yeesh. Yeesh, my entire physical human body. What is happening to it? Can we reach this thing this turn? Hell yeah. It's good to have cavalry. Okay, and they were all real searches. So, Hyperium, and Dust, and Junder's Ward, and Dust, and Titanium, and Dust. Okay. Junder's Ward, in case you're not familiar, is a big staff. Ooh, somebody made a big purchase, right? Shouldn't we have been in the neighborhood of like 5 point something? Well, maybe not. Maybe I was not paying attention. Maybe I stopped paying attention to our dust for like a whole turn. That would make sense given the value change. So, now remember, every time we pop a booster that is not from the middle line, we're not contributing to that event. Where is it now? Okay, it's getting pretty close to being done. So we could go buy blood crystal. It's probably... Oh. Whoa. All right. There is not enough blood crystal here, actually. This plus one more turn of blood crystal production would do the job. Yeah, there's not actually anything else we can do, though. We can't even buy enough wine to fire a wine booster. Quicksilver? Nope, it would take us to 95. Okay, well, we'll just come back and look again next turn. Interesting that there's stockpiles on the market. Not usually the case this late in the game. And at this point, I think you are done searching temple ruins. So let's just get the normal ruins out of the way. 25 glass steel. Pretty great find, actually. I don't think... we could build a couple of town criers with that. Where does it make sense to do so? Relia and Terran are the next ones. Well, you know, kind of like it. Right, there's got to be 2 glass steel in the market, yeah. And then Tehran is actually up here. Somehow already one of the most dust-producing cities in the nation. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do those buyouts. I think that that's a good way to expend dust. And then we still have money for heroes and stuff. But I think this is maybe a good place to call it for the day. So what I need really is for there not to be a bunch of enemy troops in my path here. So we need to be able to spend a turn's movement to get to this, get it, and then get the hell out, right? This first step of Lust for Loot is not giving us the thing that we care about almost at all, but a late game Lust for Loot can have some incredibly powerful rewards if we can actually pull it off. Gosh, I just want to fire one more luxury resource. We're just going to have to wait until next turn. But next turn seems doable. All right, I think this probably is where we ought to call it. Sorry. This maybe is where we ought to call it for today. Apparently, I'm maybe not up to the task of doing this. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna go chug some honey. And when you come back next time, I'm hoping later today, but I guess we'll see. We are going to continue desperately trying to get our graph to go in the right goddamn direction before somebody else wins this game, which is looking decreasingly likely. And we'll see you then.